Welcome race fans here to the Phoenix International Raceway as we are getting ready for NASCAR XFINITY Series racing here from Phoenix, round number 4 of the 2016 season, as we are getting the weekend started here with the Axalta Faster, Tougher, Broader 200. We have 40 cars lined up on pit road getting ready to go green for 26 laps of racing. On the front row is the number 20 of Kyle Busch, a former Xfinity winner here at Phoenix, alongside the 22, your Daytona winner, Brad Keselowski. Now, the top two, the front row, they actually ran the exact same time in the final round of qualifying, but with the number 20 car higher in owner points, the 20 got the tiebreaker, so that is how Kyle Busch is on the pole. On run number 2, you have Darrell Wallace Jr. and the 11. So, right now your Sunoco Rookie of the Year point leader and your overall championship point leader, Eric Jones, a two-time winner here in the Truck Series. And then on row number 3, last week's Cup winner Kevin Harvick, alongside Ty Dillon in the number 3. Also, your front row, Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski will be your front row for tomorrow's NASCAR Spring Up Series race here, the Good Sam 500. But Keselowski will start on the pole for tomorrow's race. Kyle Busch in the 18, M&M's Toyota will start second in tomorrow's Cup race. So, be on the lookout for that, as qualifying was not able to be aired. Let's take a look at your points before we go green. We already said Eric Jones is your point leader, a 7-point lead on Ty Dillon. Well, then how about the guy in 3rd and 4th, Ryan Reed and Jeremy Clements? Now, we all know that we're only 3 races in 2016, but you gotta give some credit to that number 51 team of Jeremy Clements, a family-owned team, underfunded, doesn't have the money like a Joe Gibbs racing car or Penske or RCR. So, pretty good, pretty cool to see that number 51 car, Jeremy Clements, up inside the top 5 in points. Running out your top 5 is Brendan Gaughan. And then your defending champion, Chris Buescher, Darrell Wallace, Ryan Truex, James Buescher, and rookie Brandon Jones completes your top 10. We all know the Xfinity Series announced the addition of the Chase to this season, meaning that if a Xfinity regular wins today or any of the next 20 or so races, they will most likely be one of the 12 finalists running for the championship later on in the year. So, that is what these guys are racing for. But then you got the Cup regulars, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Paul Menard, Eric Almirola, racing in today's race, trying to get a win. Who will it be, the Cup drivers or the Xfinity regulars? About to find out as we go racing here from Phoenix. Down below, you will see your starting grid rolling across the screen. Let's take you to your pace laps. So, we are back giving you the pace laps. Down below, your starting grid rolling across the screen. Kyle Busch in the 20 on the pole. And this 20 car picking up where they left off last weekend at Las Vegas. It was that number 20 Interstate Batteries Toyota that went to victory lane with Denny Hamlin behind the wheel. We had 45 entries. 5 drivers did not make the show. Josh Rayum, Derek Cope, Mike Harmon, John Jackson, and Martin Roy. So on the pace lap, Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski make up your front row. Darrell Wallace Jr. and Eric Jones, 2 drivers who know that a win today could put them in the playoffs later on this year. A lot is on the line. Coming out of turn number 4, Kyle Busch will get us underway as we are racing here in the Axalta Faster, Tougher, Broader 200. And already racing down into turn number 1, Kevin Harvick already makes it 3 wide, pushes Eric Jones out of the racing groove, and coming off turn number 2, Kyle Busch leads Keselowski, Darrell Wallace, Kevin Harvick, and Chris Buescher entering turn number 3. As we stay green for now, out of turn number 4, Keselowski, nice run off turn number 4, drives up to the back bumper of that number 20 of Kyle Busch. Darrell Wallace third, Harvick up the track, looks like he may have overdrove it. Possibly a little tap with the 60 of Chris Buescher. Buescher, a 3-time winner in the NASCAR XFINITY Series, and your rating series champion, trying to get around that 88 of Kevin Harvick. Harvick gets a nice run on the outside, and here comes the 11 of Eric Jones. your point leader, along with your second place in points, driver Ty Dillon. Now Dillon moves on the inside of Jones, who falls back to 7th. Now the 43 of Eric Almirola. And making it 3 wide comes out number 7 of Josh Berry. One of our Rookie of the Year contenders. Hasn't had a great start to his rookie year, but right now running inside the top 10, racing along with Brendan Gaughan and Daniel Suarez. There's Paul Menard in that 33, Brendan Poole, Brendan Jones, Cole Custer, Ryan Reed, Jeremy Clements, and Ben Rhodes. They are your top 20 as of right now. And now Keselowski still on the back bumper of the 20 of Kyle Busch. So far in the 2016 season, we've seen Brad Keselowski get the win at Daytona, Kyle Larson win at Atlanta, and Denny Hamlin won last weekend at Las Vegas. So far it's been all Cup drivers, but right now, Keselowski trying to get around that 20 of Kyle Busch. Darrell Wallace, Kevin Harvick, and Chris Buescher, Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, James Buescher, Eric Almirola, and now Ryan Truex making up your top 10. As we have Crash, no, I don't believe so, but David Starr nearly caused a caution right there with Ryan Sieg. And yes, we are on the yellow, the 89 of Morgan Shepherd and the 52 of Joey Gase. Caution is out for a 2-car crash, and both of these drivers had to qualify on time the first couple of races. In fact, Joey Gase, he's actually locked into this weekend's race by being in the top 30 in owner points. But that could possibly change today, as looks like Gase will get some help from the 56 of Timmy Hill. Yeah, Gase gets hit by Timmy Hill, and Morgan Shepherd, just a innocent bystander, gets clipped hard and sent to the outside safer barrier. Shepherd drives away with a 52, not able to get refired, and is teleported to pit road. Let's take one more look at that. 56 of Timmy Hill. This was a battle for 37th place. And there's the 89 getting collected by the 52 of Joey Gase. So Joey Gase is pretty much done for the day. Not knowing what will happen to the 89 of Morgan Shepherd. But at the time, Kyle Busch was a leader, and he will be a leader when we go back green when we come back. Alright, we are back here at Phoenix, going green this time by on lap number 9 of 26. Scratch out lap number 10. We will have 17 to go. Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Darrell Wallace, Kevin Harvick, and Chris Buescher, your top 5. Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, James Buescher, Eric Almirola, and Ryan Truex. Daniel Suarez, Josh Berry, Brendan Gaughan, Paul Menard, and Brandon Jones, your top 15. And then Cole Custer, Brendan Poole, Ryan Reed, Ben Rhodes, and Jeremy Clements. Then we got John West Townley, Dylan Kwasniewski, Blake Cook, Alex Bowman. This is a Tommy Baldwin racing machine this weekend. Bowman, Ross Chastain, Cole Witt, Ross Kenseth, David Starr, Ryan Sieg, and Mason Mingus, your top 30. And we are back underway here. And Keselowski does not get going, and jumping to the inside is the 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. Darrell Wallace on the inside. Here's the 88 of Kevin Harvick, Chris Buescher, another Roush car. The 2 Ford EcoBoost Fords ganging up on the Cup drivers at the front of the field, and Harvick nearly gets taken out by Chris Buescher again. Buescher drove that 60 car down in there pretty hard in turn number 3, and nearly took out the 88 of Harvick, who was planning on shutting the door on that 60. Now Buescher trying to complete the pass on the 88, but Harvick getting him a nice, pretty good run. Nice launch off turn number 2. Here comes Buescher fighting back on the inside again, down in turn number 3. Harvick able to drive it down there, able to drive it down a little bit further into turn number 3. Buescher unable to do so, and he will lose the spot. Now Jones and Ty Dillon side by side. James Buescher, 2 former truck champions right here. Eric Jones and James Buescher. Now you got Suarez on the inside of Eric Almirola. Paul Menard trying to move by the 62 of Brendan Gaughan. 3 RCR Chevrolets right here with Menard, Gaughan, and Jones. And right now, Kyle Busch driving away from the 22 of Brad Keselowski. Darrell Wallace 3rd. Kevin Harvick, and rounding out your top 5 is Chris Buescher. We also forgot to mention that the 52 Joey Gase did take his car behind the wall, so the 52 is done for the day. Morgan Shepherd is still on track right now, running 39th. In front of them is Corbin Forrester in the 15, Timmy Hill, Anthony Cumpin, the 26 Jed Burton, Tyler Young, Ryan Ellis, Cale Conley, Mason Mingus, Michael Self, David Starr, Ross Kenseth, Ryan Sieg. Really not a lot of passing right now going on, as it is pretty hard to pass here at Phoenix, which is why we're not seeing a lot of passing. But right now the 22 was able to chop into the lead by the 20 of Kyle Busch just a little bit. And it is pretty much a 4-car breakaway from Kevin Harvick to Chris Buescher. See what the guy on the move is at number 18 of Daniel Suarez. Started 14th in that 18 Iris Toyota, and he's now trying to get around the 1 of James Buescher, the 11 of Eric Jones, Eric Almirola, Ryan Truex, Josh Berry, Paul Menard. This is the battle for the top 10. Cole Custer moving by Brendan Gaughan and Brandon Jones. Keselowski really named the number 20 of Kyle Busch, but does he have anything to get around that number 20? As we've seen already today, it is pretty hard to pass at Phoenix. The driver on the outside, which is normally the driver getting past, is normally, and we've seen it with Kevin Harvick and Chris Buescher as a perfect example. Harvick will be able to get that run on the outside, even though he's about to get passed by Chris Buescher. Right now, Keselowski and Kyle Busch run on the same line down to turn number 1. Let's see the lines they run in turn number 3. It's going to be if Ken Keselowski get in the gas a little bit quicker than the 20 of Kyle Busch and get that momentum coming off the corner, that could give him a good speed heading down the straightaway. Coming down, it'll be 8 to go. This time by for Kyle Busch. Keselowski left the inside lane a little bit more open for Darrell Wallace to possibly sneak by. Morgan Shepherd's right now 16 seconds behind leader Kyle Busch, and this is pretty much a 25-second track. Question is, will we catch the 89 of Morgan Shepherd? I don't believe we will, but you never know. These races could always give you a different outcome from what you expected. And now the battle goes down for 3rd place. Kevin Harvick moving by the 6 of Darrell Wallace. Let's see if Harvick can complete the pass. Look at Wallace. He's able to drive that 6 car a little bit further down into turn number 3, while Harvick fighting back on the inside. 7 to go for Phoenix. Kevin Harvick on the inside of Darrell Wallace. This is a battle for 3rd place on track. I believe Harvick may be able to clear Darrell Wallace. He does. I don't know. He was Wallace fighting back, but Harvick does clear that number 6. And then you got Chris Buescher, Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, Suarez, Buescher, and Almirola, your top 10 with 6 to go. Keselowski catching number 20, Kyle Busch. To the inside, Brad Keselowski. He got a pretty good run off turn number 4, even though he got sideways. Fighting on the inside of Kyle Busch. Side by side as they enter turn number 3. With 5 to go. The 20 Johnson down in there hard into turn number 3, but did he overdrive it? Here comes Keselowski back in the gas off turn number 4. 4 laps of racing to go, and in their rear view mirror comes that 88 of Kevin Harvick. Side by side, here comes Kyle Busch. The run on the outside continues. Who has a little bit of push, possibly by the 80 to Harvick. That's not really the push you want to have here at Phoenix. Harvick running the higher lane, and that's actually helping the 20 of Kyle Busch just a little bit. They come off turn number 4. And they are catching the 89 of Morgan Shepherd, but Eric Jones is your point leader, Eric Jones, on pit road. And that will bring out the caution, meaning Kyle Busch is going to win the race, even though he was being under attack for the win of the lead and win by the 22 of Keselowski. But it's Kyle Busch's rookie teammate, Eric Jones, who is actually running inside the top 5 or top 10, leading the points in the first couple of races, and now Eric Jones on pit road. And, he's going to get turned by, of all drivers, his other Joe Gibbs Racing teammate, Daniel Suarez. And this is pretty much the same deal that we saw with Timmy Hill. And, look at that hit by Jones. Pretty much the same thing we saw with Timmy Hill and Joey Gase. But this time, only a 2-car wreck. And the 20 of Kyle Busch gets saved for the win because of his teammate getting wrecked by their other teammate, Suarez. Let's look at the battle to the line, though. This right here is pretty much going to be now Kevin Harvick. He really decided to help that number 20, because once Harvick got on the outside running behind the 20, it really helped the 20 car, because see, before the 88 moves high to help Cal, look at the difference right there. And then a lap further, Harvick helps Kyle Busch. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but look at the difference. I mean, and the caution's already out, by the way. The caution's already out, and we will not have enough laps to go to a green-white checker. And Shepard was about to get caught by the leaders up here, too, so that was also another great break for Kyle Busch in the 20. You're not going to be able to go back green, and Eric Jones will finish 39th today in that number 11 car, meaning it appears that Ty Dillon will become your new point leader in that Bass Pro Shops number 3 Chevrolet. But Kyle Busch, running a more limited schedule in the Xfinity Series in 2016, plans to run at least maybe 12 races, possibly, maybe less, maybe more. Normally drove the 18 in the series for a while, then drove the 54. The 54 became the number 11, the car that we just saw get turned into the inside wall. And now the number 20 car becomes the all-star car for Joe Gibbs Racing. And this weekend they have Kyle Busch behind the wheel. They already announced that Carl Edwards will drive that number 20 car next weekend at California, by making their way into turn number 3 and off turn number 4. It appears that Brad Keselowski will come up just a little bit short yet again. Kyle Busch got the edge in qualifying, which could have been enough to get him the win here today. And out of turn number 4, the first win of the year for Joe Gibbs Racing's Kyle Busch comes across the line, and Kyle Busch in the 20 picks up the win at Phoenix International Raceway. Kyle Busch wins the Axalta Faster, Tougher, Brighter 200. Coming up second will be Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Darrell Wallace, and Roush teammate Chris Buescher. Your top 5 great runs from those 2 drivers. Also will pick up a lot of points on Eric Jones. Well, here is your new point leader, Ty Dillon. Then you got Daniel Suarez, James Buescher, Eric Almirola, and Ryan Truex. Your top 10 finishers here today at Phoenix. On your screen now is your official result. Phoenix. Further down the list, you'll see Eric Jones, 39th place in the number 11 Freightliner Toyota. And after the results, you will see your point standings for after race number 4 of the year. So, really nobody clinched a spot in the chase yet again, as Kyle Busch steals the win. Next weekend will be Fontana Auto Club Speedway. And we'll see if we can see a driver get their first win of the year of the Xfinity regulars. Tomorrow, the NASCAR Spring Up Series Good Sam 500 right here from Phoenix will be live. Brad Keselowski will start on the pole, and Kyle Busch, today's winner, will start on the outside of the front row. So that is all here from Phoenix. We will see you tomorrow for the Cup race. I'm Rick Burton here in the booth. We'll see you next time here on March F 531.